GSL.
We don't apologize.
Oh no, the siege tank. He's sieged up on the Code A medallion. Who's going to save the Girls' Generation girls? There they are. From the siege tank. I'll tell you who Mole Trap. We are. Because we are like banshees. We're like cloaked banshees. Siege tanks don't stand a chance. That's right. Hey everybody, welcome back.
We're kind of
the GSL Code A.
We're more coated banshees.
We are.
Blazered banshees than cloaked, I would say.
That's right. You know, I was thinking about my childhood over the break. And back in like first grade, I wanted to wear my pants backwards like crisscross. I was like, Mom, I have to wear my pants backwards because then I will be totally crossed out. She told me no. And I was really angry. She wouldn't let me wear the MC Hammer pants first. Then I couldn't wear my pants backwards like crisscross. But now I just have to say thanks, Mom. I appreciate it.
I was never, pay attention to the structure of this statement, I was never cool enough to want to wear MC Hammer pants.
Really? I think you were.
See what I did there? I was being ironic.
Well, anyway.
I was actually not a cool kid in school. I didn't have any fashion.
No way.
I still don't.
I thought you were like, you're the prom king type of guy, aren't you?
No.
Yeah. Quarterback of the football team.
No. I was like
nice
behind,
big red pickup truck.
the scenes kind of guy. I actually like knew the prom king, but I was never actually
like the prom king's friend.
I guess so. My school was a little bit weird though, in a good way. Like the prom king was also like we didn't just have like the most popular football guy as the prom king.
Cool.
It was actually this nerdy, like math genius guy was the prom king, and the prom queen was the drum major of the marching band.
Did you go to like the Goodwill Hunting School or something? It's like math whiz and he's popular. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Anyway.
we've got a StarCraft match coming up.
Speaking of
Believe it or not,
StarCraft,
we will stop reminiscing for now.
Speaking
Maybe back
of
to it later.
kings of proms, actually it looks like we're going to get the game started here in just a minute.
I'm curious to see how you're going to follow that up, though. We're going to come back to that. All right, there is... I talked over the entire transition. There is our Red Protoss player from the team Hoso, the new team sponsored by a school. He is...
NS Hoso Pandas.
Oh, is that what you were going to say?
No.
Oh, okay. What were you going to say?
I was going to talk about the groups, the up and down groups that people wanted to see, and a lot of people wanted to see Marine King in groups, since Marine King is down in the up and down matches again.
I think you should change his name to Prom King Prime.
Prom King Prime.
Prom King Prime?
Yes, exactly.
You can take Angel Girl Prime to the prom. Who knows?
Or Alicia.
That's true. Here's our blue Terran player. He's pretty cool. In fact, you could say he's
MVP King.
He's pretty keen.
He is.
That's right.
He's peachy keen.
Peachy keen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There he is. MVP keen.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to want to see, and it makes sense, the champions kind of playing together.
Yep.
MC and MVP in the same group or something like that.
There was someone who had the idea, the group of M. MKP, MVP, MC, and MMA. Now, that is 4 people. You can only have 3 in an up and down match, but still, that would be a pretty awesome group. I like that idea. Thanks to LG, Intel, and G-Skill for being such awesome sponsors. You guys are pretty amazing.
I think
I say so myself.
I definitely think the most hardcore would be like MKP, MVP, MC. But then
that's right.
Then one of those guys would definitely go down to Code A, and those are all pretty Code-ass material, so I think they should all at least have a chance.
So you think each group should have one person that deserves to be in Code A?
Well, optimally. But it doesn't always work that way necessarily. Anyway, this is Crevasse. Getting back to the matter at hand.
Yeah.
And we are going to see Keen versus Bonbon here. Now, neither of these players is really terribly good at this matchup. But
look.
Bonbon... Oh, hey, there we go.
Hey, a lot of foreigners in the audience this season.
Bonbon is actually horrible. Absolutely wretched versus Terran.
Oh.
He is 3-12 versus Terran.
Yeah, that
with
could definitely...
his only wins being against JYS, who no one's ever heard of, in some other league, and 1 win in a best-of-3 that he lost against Maka. So Bonbon, if he wins here today, it'll be his first time in GSL that he's actually beaten a Terran in a best-of series.
And interestingly enough, Keen scouts the fast expansion, decides to go 3 racks.
Ooh.
So there will be a pretty strong push coming out from MVP Keen. I'm kind of curious to see if he's actually just going 3 racks and then expansion with just Marines, or if he's genuinely going to go like Tech Lab, or 2 Tech Labs rather, in 1 reactor. No gas yet, though,
no
so
gas.
I think he's going to Expo. Yeah, never mind.
Well, he could still put on a lot of pressure with 3 racks out.
He certainly could.
There is the Expo going down.
Not going to all in or anything like that. Sometimes you see players get, the 3 racks, make a good amount of Marines, and then pull out the SCVs.
Yep.
Not the case this time, though.
Now, Bonbon only has the 1 gateway producing units. He's got a 2nd gateway coming in here, but there are a significant number of Marines. Well, actually, it's not as significant as I thought. He's got 6 Marines. There's going to be about 10 Marines by the time he rallies up there, and there's probably only going to be a couple Stalkers.
Well, if you're that probe at the Watchtower, that's a significant amount of Marines.
Yeah, definitely.
They just killed you.
And Bonbon is just warping his warp gate, so he's going to have 4 units, maybe 6 by the time this attack comes in. It's going to be pretty difficult to hold off, but if he micros well, especially if he has all Stalkers,
yeah,
it's going to be, he might be okay.
Here they come. Not really enough Marines to really do a lot of damage with some proper Stalker micro.
Yeah,
Bonbon's going to try to micro his little heart out. One SCV going down, picking up some of the Marines.
He needs to back those Stalkers into a corner, and Bonbon stopping his micro for a moment. It's going to lose 1 Stalker, but clean up the other Marines.
Yeah, nice hold there.
And that was a pretty good reaction there. I was a little worried at first, but all those Stalkers made it so the Marines did virtually no damage.
Yeah, well, really not an attack you have to worry about too much if you have a good amount of Stalkers out right now. Those Marines fleeing for their lives at the moment. They're going to be trapped in the tower. Oh, 1 Stalker may go down, and yes, 1 Stalker taken out by Keen.
Nice.
Bonbon needs to fall back. A really fast 3rd base for Bonbon. Wow. Really
that
deciding
actually
to get
is
aggressive.
a really good idea, I think, because he's like, all right, I just killed like 10 Marines and 3 or 4 SCVs. Yeah. There's no way he's going to attack me right now. He at least has to wait for Stim, even if he has 3 barracks, to attack me again.
Yeah,
so I got time to put another Nexus up and get hopefully some more warp gates down. Robo is going up right now.
Yep. And sure enough, back at the base of Keen, we do see him getting a bunker on the production queue, so he will not be getting aggressive anytime soon. Engineering Bay just starting as well. Might as well get those upgrades going. Stim and combat shields on the way. So right now we've moved into about a passive phase of the game where Keen's just going to sit back, get a couple upgrades, get a good amount of bio out, start his medevac production most likely. But he's going to be behind if Bonbon is able to get a 3rd base fully saturated, which if he chrono boosts a lot of probes, he should be able to.
Yeah, he is already at 42 probes.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 bases saturated, although he's going to kind of divide it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if he continues putting out probes with all 3
the SCV might see the expansion. He does.
Yes, he does.
Keen's going to check that out, but again, not a whole lot he can do about it right now.
And he does cancel a bunker as a result. He was worried about a 2-base timing, and he's going to plant down another CC of his own to try and catch up.
It's a good idea. Decides, hey, if you're going to expand, I have to expand right now to keep up. A lot of gateways going down for Bonbon. So he's going to go for a pretty heavy gateway composition, backed up by some Colossi, it looks like.
Yeah, and a beautiful comsat just went down.
Keen is moving out.
Yeah, he is moving out he's got combat shields, and Stim is about to finish. He's going to have concussive shells by the time he gets there also, so he could actually do some damage. And Bonbon has been making a lot of sentries and making that extra base, continually producing triple probes. No Colossus yet, so this is actually a pretty good time for him to attack. He might even be able to take out that 3rd base.
Nice save on the Marine there. He will live to fight another day. Unless he stims, then he might just die. Bonbon does see the 3rd expansion, though, and he does know that this pressure is coming, so it's going to come down a lot to the force field. Here we go. Nice force fields for Bonbon, trapping that army. Although that's a lot of DPS coming out of that, he might be able to pick off a couple sentries at least. Getting a couple of them.
Ooh,
those
no
Marauders
retreat
are going
for you,
nowhere.
Marauders.
Really nice force fields from Bonbon.
Hunted down, trapped, and slaughtered.
Maybe not the best idea, really, for Keen to attack right then. That was kind of a weird timing. He didn't have a lot of units. Should have known that there'd be a lot of sentries for Bonbon. And that's going to give Bonbon a nice little edge. Actually, Bonbon, 40 supply ahead right now, so a decent size
And
edge.
he's at 60 harvesters, continuing to produce more. So he is pretty soon going to have full saturation on these 3 bases, and he's going to be in a huge lead because
now that the Colossus production is really going.
yeah, because he's going to have Colossus out. So there's no way, definitely, even he's shut down 2 attacks by Keen, and now with Colossus out and Thermal Lance about to finish, he's going to have double Thermal Lance Colossus. There's no way Keen can attack him right now.
Yeah, no Vikings being produced yet by Keen either. Just a medevac. He could do some damage with drops. However, it's going to be a little bit tough for him to take Bonbon on in a fair fight or a full-on
Just a straight
toe-to-toe.
up fight, yeah. Head-to-head, you might say.
That's right. Chest to chest. I don't know if they're going to chest bump. It's not really a friendly. Well, it's a friendly thing to do. You don't really fight after you chest bump.
Yeah, and the thing is he might be able to take that front if the Stalkers were back there, but if he sees the Stalkers, if he sees an attack, he can bring those Stalkers back down. And, yeah, there's no way he can take him in a straight fight. So, yeah, very good position for Mr. Bonbon, and might even think about taking a 4th before too long, actually.
He
He's
probably
so far ahead
could.
at this point.
Yeah,
He also
feel
might
like
just
he
power up off 3 bases, max out, and then take a 4th and attack.
Now, there's a bit of a hidden building down at the bottom of the map for Keen right now. What is that? Just a factory scouting around?
Just a factory
Yeah.
scouting around. And
All right.
Bonbon has actually set up a
Twilight
pylon
Council.
over there, actually. Twilight Council.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's actually going to put down a hidden Dark Shrine or something. Templar Archives, maybe?
Well, he could watch for drops. He could watch for a couple of hidden expos there. Really good to put
That's true.
pylons around on the map.
It could just be the spot for drops. You're right. Never mind.
That's right. Colossus count starting to get a little bit scary. A lot of people say 4 Colossi is kind of the magic number to really start tearing apart Bio, or really a lot of unit compositions in general.
Yeah.
Zealot charge being researched as well, which I absolutely love. The Zealots can charge in, line up the Bio nicely for your Colossus to take down.
Yep, he does have those sentries still. He did not lose them in the battle.
Yep.
So they're going to be fully charged. He's going to have 20 force fields when the battle happens.
Wow. That's a lot of force fields.
Or, maybe 15 and a few Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's really set. He's really set right now.
And is that +2 attacks going up right now, I believe?
Plus
For Bonbon?
2.
+2.
Yep, 2-2 going up for Bonbon.
All right.
And, wow, actually, Keen has just finished 1-1.
Yikes. So Keen behind in the upgrades as well. Getting a Ghost again.
He's going to be way behind in the upgrades once that 2-2 finishes.
Yep. All right, so it looks like Bonbon has had enough. He is moving out. And Keen doesn't have a whole lot to defend with right now. He's going to need really great positioning. If you notice, though, not a lot of gateway units because all those Stalkers were hanging back for a moment. I think he's probably going to wait for those Stalkers to rejoin the army.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be a good
couple
opportunity to
pylons
try
going
and
up.
snipe some Colossi if he had enough Vikings. He does have...
He's got a good amount of fire.
yeah, he's got 9 Vikings.
Yep.
So, that's okay. He spots this army in the middle.
Not a ton of Stalkers right now for Bonbon, so that may be Keen's saving grace, although there's a big group of them joining right now.
Stalkers joining up, yeah. And he does have Blink, so if those Vikings are caught out of position at all, he'll be able to blink in and own them. I think what he's doing, he's actually waiting for a 6th Colossus, and I bet you when 2-2 finishes,
Yep.
he's going to be about maxed. He's going to have 6 Colossus. He's going to have 2-2. We're probably going to see an attack at that point.
Now, Keen
Or
is
at least
also
prodding
maxed.
and seeing what he can do.
Yep. Keen is maxed as well, so we're going to have a max versus max fight. I believe that's only the first ghost coming out right now for Keen, so he's not going to really have some EMPs. Does he have any other ghosts out there right now?
He has one in the middle there. He has 1 EMP. He has 1 EMP round.
He's going to need to make it perfect, because here comes Bonbon. It's not really something you can say with an air of menace.
No.
Look out, it's Bonbon.
New star Hoso Bonbon.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Bonbon. I bet if there's one person who could say it, probably Christopher Lee. You know, the guy who played Saruman in Lord of the Rings. He could be scary when he said Bonbon.
Yeah.
But here comes Bonbon. He looks a lot scarier than he sounds. Gonna try to do some
He needs
damage.
to be careful. He's moving his Zealots to the front. That's a good move. Something you can also do if your units are packed up.